Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Varsha here. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing really well. And today I have this really nice, exciting Indian look for you guys. I based this whole look on this beautiful lavender saree, which has a really nice gold detailing on the whole of the saree. And so I came up with this lavender gold gradient eyes, which I have. And I just did not want to do something pretty simple, so I went full on glam with this, and I was like, okay, let me just go full traditional. And so I wore these flowers on my hair. These are artificial. I don't have real flowers over here, so I did wear some artificial flowers, and I wore these beautiful Jhumkas, which are again kind of purpley pinkish color with gold details in them. And yeah, I was like, okay, let me do something totally different, and so I came up with this look. I really hope you enjoyed this whole look, and if you did, please don't forget to give this video a great big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will leave the subscribe button either here or here somewhere on the screen, so don't forget to subscribe, and also leave me comments below on what you thought of this look, and also share me some more ideas of what you want me to film, and I shall gladly film them for you. So if you want to know how I got this really nice gradient eye look, then please keep watching. Right guys, for something like a function or a marriage, you want your makeup to last all night long, and for that you need a really good base. For a good base, primer is the most important step, and so today I used nothing but the Benefit Professional, which has been my obsession for a really long time, because it does hold your makeup for a really long time. Once I applied my primer, I did do some color correcting, and for that I used nothing but the NYX Concealer Corrector palette, because as you guys already know by now, and as I've been using this all time long, it is my favorite color corrector. Now I have done a whole video about correcting, so I will leave the link to it in the description box below or in the I button, so go check it out over there, because I go in a lot of depth over there. Next, for my foundation, I used a combination of the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation and the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. Now the Lock-It Tattoo is a really good thick full coverage foundation, and so I did want to kind of dilute it, and for that I used the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. For the shades information, again I will leave the details in the description box below, so you can go and check it out over there. I blended it all in using a Real Techniques Miracle sponge, and the sponge was damp. Concealing right under my eyes, I used nothing but the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. I think it is in the shade medium light, but I will leave it again in the description box. So yeah, I did dot it out all around the places where I wanted it, and I blended it using my sponge. And for contouring, I went in with a cream contour, which is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Mine was a bit too dry, so I did wet my brush with some setting spray from L'Oreal, and then I applied it to the hollows of my cheek and on my forehead, and I think on the bridge of my nose and on my chin, I believe. So these are the places where I usually contour, and so that's what I did even today. Now if you want your contour to last a really long time, I would highly suggest you using a cream contour and then setting it with a powder, because that does hold it for quite a long time. And for setting all of this in place, I used nothing but the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, because frankly it does the job, and it is extremely inexpensive. So yeah, I've been loving this. I did first try to apply with the sponge, but then it really wasn't working out for me, so I did go back with the buffing powder from Real Techniques, and yeah, I did it. And for my brows, I did film it off camera, because my brows are still not done and they are kind of in a messy state, so yeah, I filmed it off camera because it does take quite a long time. But then I set it with the Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Gel, and then for my eye primer or my base, I used nothing but the NYX Full Coverage Concealer, which is my all-time favorite for priming my eyes, because it does hold the shadows for a really long time, and that's something that you really require when you're going for some good function. Up next, for my crease crease shade, I actually used the L'Oreal True Match powder, which is a pressed powder. I applied it on my crease as a good transition. Oh yeah, I did by the way set my eyes after I applied my powder, but I really don't know where the footage went of it. So yeah, I did set it with the milk powder, Stay Matte powder, and then applied this L'Oreal True Match as a shadow. Taking the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the Opal shade, which is a gorgeous highlighter, I applied it as a brow bone highlight on top of my brows so that it gives a really good sheen or a subtle highlight to my brows. And then I also started applying it right to the inner corners up till maybe half of my eyelid, so that it was acting like a good inner corner highlight to my eyes. Next, from the Morphe 35S palette, I took this lavender shade, which went perfectly well with my saree, and I applied it right at the mid-length of my eyes. Now, at first I went in with dry brush, but then it was like not giving me the pigmentation that I was looking for, and so I did wet my brush with some Fix Plus, and then I applied about 2 or 3 coats until I was happy with the color payoff that I wanted, and then yeah, I applied it right at the mid-length of my eyes. Now, believe me when I say the Morphe palettes are extremely pigmented, but then I just wanted a little bit more oomph to my eyes, and so I did wet my brush with some Fix Plus. The same palette, I took this dark purple shade and I applied it mainly on the outer corners to give it that gradient effect from the very light golden color to the very dark purple colors. And I applied that to both my eyes. Now I did want the darkness to be a bit more intense, and so I took this dark plum brownish shade and I applied just at the corners of my eyes to the tiniest extent, and then I blended it using a fluffy brush. And then I went back in with all the other colors so that it gave it more intensity and so that the colors were not washed off. Taking my L'Oreal gel liner and the Superstar liner from L'Oreal again, which has been my current favorite combo, I did do a very thin wing to my eyes. And I'm extremely sorry, the focus of it is not really there, but I'm just trying to get used to this new studio. Yeah, so just try to keep up with me, guys. Now taking back this dark plum shade, which is again from the Morphe 35S palette, I applied it to the lower waterlines so that it gave a bit more dimension to my eyes. I went in back with the Becca highlighter and applied it again to the top areas of my eyes and also to the inner corners of my bottom lashes so that it gave that extra oomph to my eyes. And for my mascara, I used a mixture of the L'Oreal Butterfly Sculpt Mascara and the Smashbox X-Rated. Now the L'Oreal Butterfly Sculpt is a new one for me and I have been loving the way it makes my lashes look. But then I did apply the Smashbox X-Rated on top of it so that it gave a bit more length to my lashes. next for my waterline, I used the L'Oreal Silk Kiss Me liner, which has been my all-time favorite because it is extremely soft. And also I used the Colourpop liner in black, but I don't really know where the footage of it went, but yeah, I used both of them and I applied it to both my top and bottom waterline. And for my blush today, I used the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Coral, I believe it is, and I applied it to the apples of my cheeks. I feel Coral goes really well with the lavender colors, and so yeah, that's the reason why I went in for Coral blush. And for highlight, I used nothing but the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, and I applied it to the top parts of my cheeks and also the places where I wanted to highlight, like the bridge of my nose and on my brow bone and on my cupid's bow. And for lipstick, I went with this Tarte lipstick again, which is in the shade Coral, I believe it is, but then I will leave the details in the description box, so do check it out. But yeah, I applied that to my lips and then it was really nice pop of color on my lips. Next for my bangles, I used a mixture of both a lavender and yellow color bangles, and for a Jhumka I wore this gorgeous pink color Jhumka, which went really well with my saree. And then I had to apply a bindi, and so yes, I did wear a bindi. And then for my hair, I first thought I would leave it, but then I was like, I had to wear some flowers on my hair, and so I did pin it back using a clip. And yeah, and then I did adjust my hair to the way I wanted it to be looking. And for flowers, I first went in with these really nice orange flowers. Now these are artificial flowers, trust me, if I had the real ones I would have worn, but then yeah, I don't get them here, so yeah. And then I went with this white kind of a jasmine flower and I wore them on my head and I pinned them on my head. And that's it, guys. This is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this whole look, and if you did, please don't forget to give this video a great big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Also, let me know in the comments what you thought of this look and what other videos you would like for me to film, and I should gladly film them for you. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this whole video. I hope you like this very traditional look of mine. Now trust me, it was a struggle wearing a saree all by myself, but yeah, I did manage to do it. I really hope you enjoyed this. Up until next time, bye.